Who am I? Who are you? Who are we? That is the deep question that we all ask ourselves. I am the bearded Matt Johnson. Matt, who is Matt Johnson. And this is Peter Jackson, famed director of Lord of the Rings. And, well, we don't really talk about The Hobbit. It's just me and you filming each other. Just us filming each other.
Like, not weird to bystanders.
Here we are. Just dueling cameras. This is it. Who's gonna break first? Who's gonna stop? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stop. It's embarrassing a little bit.
We were in New York City for Sony's Creative Space, and they gave us a couple of A7R Vs to go for a walk around for a few days and test out in various conditions. We went for a walk around in the evening time, and I thought I would bring that footage to you. Usually I send a download link and you can download the files and test them out yourself. Unfortunately, this is a pre-production camera, which means I can't yet release those files, but once I do get my production copy, I will release some low light samples so you can play around with them as you wish. And if you're interested in that, maybe subscribe to the channel and turn the bell on so you'll see that go off.
Action shots here. There we go. Yellow cap.
These are all at ISO 10,000.
I need another cab. I can only film cabs. Is that a cab? That's a cab.
Now going into 25,600 ISO. And if the footage isn't labeled in this video, it's at 10,000 ISO. 10,000 is reasonably if you're using the correct lens for the job. I don't find a need to go much beyond that usually. That said, there obviously are situations where you might have to, but I find them pretty rare in the work that I do.
I hear the subway beneath my feet. It's scaring me.
It is 10,000 ISO still.
Okay, so this is just me walking normally, not trying to walk smooth, just walking. We're gonna see how the shot looks here. You know, it's finding things to focus on. How stable are we talking here? 4K, 24 FPS. Let's see.
Matt is going to do a much more in-depth test for filmmakers, so head on over to his channel. There's a link in the description below if you do want to check that out. 10,000 ISO. 12,800 ISO.
That's a lot.
16,000 ISO. Bringing f-stop, we're going down to f11. Now we are at 25,600 ISO. 32,000 ISO.
There's a dog.
And 32,000 ISO is Mac. Did I say Matt? I meant Max. It's the maximum ISO that your camera goes up to. I didn't dig too deep into the menu to see if there is expanded ISO on top of that. I felt that this is a pretty good high ISO test.
Reasonably impressed. It ain't no A7S III, but the high ISO is impressive, especially considering the high resolution of this camera.
Hello, and here my face is inside of a computer. If you're interested, I have a free Lightroom pack of presets, my main pack of presets up over here, but I have a free pack that has a few of them. So if you're interested, head on over to the link in the description and grab them. We are going to go through these files now, and a number of disclaimers, I suppose. So it is still too early to have Lightroom access to the raw files. And while I can edit them in something like Imaging Edge, or there's one or two other programs that I can, they're not the one that I'm used to seeing images in. So I'm going to go through here. These are also the JPEGs. So this is the JPEG, and I have normal noise reduction on. It's how it comes default. There's a low, a high setting, and I have this set to normal. Also, I'll get my mouse off the screen here so you can see ISOs. So I have mostly at ISO 10,000, 24mm prime. And as you can see, maybe another thing to mention quickly is that I had to shoot these incorrectly. There's no reason to shoot a nighttime image at f9.0. And maybe that reaffirms my earlier point of if you're using the correct lens and you're doing things correctly, that you can usually get away. Like, you're very rarely, if ever, going to see ISO 10,000. So let's get into the center here. I also didn't apply the corrections for these for the lens here. So as you can see, yes, grain, but still detail. This is an inherently fuzzy object. This is not a camera thing. This is just a real life thing. That's what it looks like. And in the sky here, you can kind of see the grain pattern that it's creating. Will that change with the raw file? Will it not change with the raw file? I suspect it will change with the raw file. I will be giving away a bunch of raw files. So as of right now, it is a pre-production camera, which means I am not allowed to give you the raw files. But once I get a production copy of this camera, I will give you some raw files so you're able to play around with them. So maybe subscribe if you are interested in that. Let's go to the next image. Next image, a little more underexposed, still ISO 10,000, same 24mm lens. And as you can see, still some grain in the sky here and on the buildings as well. This is a little bit of a darker image than the other one. Another thing that is a bit of a problem for me on wedding days, when you get into that low light environment, your monitor, your LCD is very, very bright typically. And I have a tendency to underexpose those files, which is a bad thing. Whenever you're underexposing a high ISO image, you're gonna have to fix it in post. It's gonna get a little bit more grainy. So I have been focusing consciously on not doing that. So maybe something for you to think about as well. So you don't have to process these images too heavily. It does an incredible job. I would say it's mostly similar to my A7 IV. Again, when we have proper raw files, I can test this. But I would say in just kind of viewing these images that it is pretty close to what my A7 IV gives me. And for the fact that this is a much higher megapixel camera, I would say that that is pretty cool. So not a whole lot of grain up here, still at 10,000 ISO when things are lit properly. I don't know, I had as many settings as I could turned off, but I don't know if it was trying to enhance in the JPEG some of the shadow areas, maybe that's why, or maybe the sky area. Also apologies for being on a bit of a slant. Again, profile corrections are not enabled on this. One last one at 10,000 ISO. Just to kind of show you the sky again. Sky in this area here. If you're a wedding or portrait shooter, I feel like you're going to be pretty much fine with this. And again, you'll be shooting probably an 85 1.4 prime. If you ever are in a lighting situation like this, then it's going to be rare. In my career, I've never had a reason to shoot f9 in a low light situation like this. This is another 10,000. And here is kind of 32,000 ISO, which is probably about as high as I would go. You can definitely see that this is maybe, you probably shouldn't push beyond this if you are looking for high quality images. Beyond this, I feel like you would get into some issues. You can always run noise reduction if I was to run even Lightroom noise reduction on the JPEG. The noise comes down. I guess like the other thing to speak about, maybe just in terms of, I'll speak to kind of what I do, which is weddings mostly. On a wedding day, if an image gets grainy at nighttime, I don't think until it becomes distracting, I don't think it's a problem. I think it's something that us as photographers that we look at and we're like, that image is too noisy. But as long as the image isn't distracting, if it's not to a point where faces are starting to look not like the face that was photographed, I think that's a problem. But until that point, I'm happy with it. And if you ever do find yourself in a situation where it's maybe just a little bit too noisy for you, the easy solving of that problem is if you can make the image black and white. Usually the black and white, the grain, the noise becomes more film grain rather than digital noise, and it feels a little bit nicer. That's my last tip. So yeah, subscribe. There will be some raw files coming once I'm allowed to give them to you. Until then, hopefully this revealed a little bit of that the high ISO performance is actually quite good on this camera. And until next time, see ya. Don't forget to get that free Lightroom preset pack in the description below. It is yours for the having.